Hi, I'm Chelsea Dimas. I use she, her, aya pronouns, and I'm currently a communication specialist with Civil Survival, and I'm also a commissioner with the Washington State Human Rights Commission, as well as the Commission of Hispanic Affairs. Yeah, I think for sure my childhood was a little bit rough. I'm a proud daughter of immigrant farm workers from Mexico, and as many people who can relate with that story, it's a little rough. We struggled a lot, but I think one of the biggest things that I learned early on was having a hard work ethic and just really fighting for what I believe and standing up for what's right. So I grew up in Sunnyside, Washington, in the Lower Yakima Valley. I'm really proud of where I come from. I talk about it in everything that I do. I just think early on, just like knowing most of my community, being involved, knowing that many folks are similar to me and similar to my family is what's really made me just stay there and really be involved with the community. It's not too different from Pasco or Yakima, lots of Latinos, lots of culture, lots of good food. And so I just really love where I'm from. I think just one of the biggest things that I love about being Latina is being a bilingual queen. I love that I'm able to switch from English to Spanish at any given moment. I love the fact that we have a rich culture, we have good food, we just care so much about family and community and really just showing up for each other. There's just so much passion and love in everything that we do. And it's just, I think the most important thing to me, it's a core part of who I am. And it's just everything that I just bring into everything that I do. I think growing up, I had many role models. The first one for sure, when it comes to family, it would be my mom. My mom was just always so tenacious and passionate, which I feel like I got a lot from her. She always pushed on us that we show up with our heart and that we try to learn as much as possible from people around us, from experiences, and also reading a lot. I spent a lot of time in the library, in the local library, and just trying to read as much as I could to learn about different things. And in terms of a culture or celebrity icon, I would say for sure Frida Kahlo. Being a queer Latina myself, it definitely helped with finding that sense of belonging and really just figuring out who I was and really just being orgullosa of just who I am. So yeah, that's a little bit about my role models. I think growing up, I definitely wanted to be an artist. I thought that one day I would be doing murals in a city or, I don't know, designing wild things somewhere. But ultimately, I settled down and became a communication specialist, which I get to use a lot of my creative abilities regardless. I handle a lot of our website stuff, social media, email campaigns, rebrands, and of course too, I serve on the Sunnyside Arts Commission, so I get to really share my ideas on different things of how we can create more murals and bring more arts to our community. But in general, I try to be involved and use my creativity in other outlets, including my sense of fashion, my tattoos, just any creativity I can find. I think one of the biggest things that I learned growing up is that things don't come easy. I saw my family struggling a lot, and fortunately, with a lot of hard work and different resources in our community, we were able to overcome poverty. So for me, like I mentioned earlier, hard work was one of the things I learned very quickly. I learned that in order for me to get certain things in life that I was gonna have to, echarle ganas. And so really because of that work ethic is why I'm here where I am today, thanks to my parents. One piece of advice for sure that I would give to young Latinas is to unapologetically show up as yourself. Oftentimes we get told we're too much, we're too loud, we're too this, and we shouldn't make ourselves small for anybody else or because they feel uncomfortable. Embrace who you are, show up as your truest self, speak your truth, but also make sure as you continue to progress forward that you bring up people, that you uplift others and empower other young women because, it's all about preparing the next generation. Being a Leona means showing up for community. It means uplifting and empowering others. So I want to thank, I could go on forever on the people I want to thank. I have a huge support system, but I definitely want to thank my family and my friends, for really showing up for me, especially because I like to take on everything and don't know how to say no sometimes to community projects. But I really want to thank some of the tenacious leaders that I've had the opportunity to work with, Vicky Frausto, Maria Fernandez, Sandra Cesati, and of course my two incredible running mates that I had the opportunity to run with, Maria Beltran and Ana Ruiz Kennedy, as well as all the other leaders throughout Central Washington that are just doing the thing and showing up, for our comunidades.